Hello and welcome to Budget with Brian, and today an unusual Makita tool for the channel. We have a Makita Cordless Garden Sprayer. This is the DUS054Z, Z standing for body only. Now I bought this because I've got to do some spraying, and I've gotten a bit fed up with the constant pumping up of a regular garden sprayer. So I have invested in, let's be honest, a new Makita toy. I'm pretty certain this is going to come in handy in more ways than one, and should be interesting to see how we use it. So this is the box. I'll just run around the outside. Cordless garden sprayer, IP54 rated there, and it comes with a number of attachments. This is the LXT 18 volt version. There is a CXT 12 volt version, which is about 10 to 20 pounds cheaper. This one I managed to get for 110 pounds delivered. So we're going to unbox this together, and then we're going to test some simple spraying with some water. And then I'm going to tell you what I think about it. But before we go any further, if you're not already a subscriber, please do hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, and we will tell you when our next video comes out. Okay, so the all-important unboxing. I'm just going to tip this on its side. Hopefully that's still all in shot. It is. There's the tab. Open the lid. In true Makita style, we have an incredibly unnecessary user's guide in all of the different languages. Such a waste of paper. Probably not going to read it. Okay, let's slide everything out. There we go. So it comes in an egg crate type style packaging. First of all, we have a nozzle attachment. This is pivotable, so you can spray in two different directions at the same time. It comes with a strap. Off with the lid. Oh look, we're wrapped in paper as well. Let's take it out. Okay, that's the packaging away. There's another item, which I'm not quite sure how that goes together. That's when you need that enormous book. And there's the unit itself. I have to say, on first impressions, I like the teal plastics. They all feel good quality, and as you'd expect from Makita at this price point. The first initial thing that I'm going to just say, which I noticed as I was taking it out of the box there, is this hose part. This hose part does feel really, really cheap. I think I might have liked to have seen that as a braided hose or something a little bit more sort of substantial. But this appears to be like heat shrink that hasn't been shrunk. So yeah, not impressed with that at all, but you know, it is just the hose, I suppose. Okay, that's that part. So let's have a little walk around the unit itself before we put a battery in it. So this is the side, it's a 5-litre unit. On the back here is where you put your battery. It's just 2 prongs, so no intelligence there at all. There's the battery. This will take obviously quite a large battery if you wanted to. I've got a small one in there just for now. And I'm not going to run this up until I've got some liquid in there for obvious reasons. On the top here we've got a battery indicator, which is nice. And then we've got an on and off button switch there rather on that. We've got a couple of items there. I should imagine that is to help us carry the wand, which is here. I didn't say we've got the wand. Maybe that clips onto that. Don't know. Do you know, maybe I should really read the manual. Should we do that quick? Here's a kind of sort of exploded diagram which should give us all the details we need to understand what those few parts are. Okay, so I've had a quick look at the manual. So it is fairly simple. We have the lance part, which nice brass fittings here, which screws on like this. There we go. We've got this part which does indeed click onto that, and that's so you can hang it on. Oops, that's so you can hang it on there like that when it's not in use. And then finally we've got the head which screws on like this. There we go. And then just the strap to fit. The strap also feels a little bit cheap. This rubber section that would sit on your shoulder is really cheap and nasty. I would have expected that to have been a little bit better for a piece of garden equipment that costs as much as it does. But you know, this is my first piece of Makita garden equipment that I've purchased, so interested to see how the others turn out. I'm planning on getting a brush cutter, 36 volt brush cutter. Very interested in a lawnmower as well. Certainly a small chainsaw, but maybe that's the last item I buy. And of course the sprayer, which I've gone for first of all. We have weeds to kill. Okay, so this is how you fill it up. Interesting. So it comes with, wasn't expecting that, but that's a nice touch. So on the filler cap here, what it shows is a nice measuring cup. That really is quite a nice touch. I don't know whether you can see that, but it's showing 10 up to 50 milliliters. So if you are having to measure out some kind of weed killer or some kind of pesticide or something like that, then you know, that's quite handy to have the measuring cup. This obviously is 5 litres. You'd have to do your maths, but it would allow you to calculate how much, and there's the measuring cup straight away. That's a good touch. I like that, Makita. Also on the side here, we've got some warning details here. Remove battery from the sprayer before filling, draining, cleaning, or storing. Do not spray liquid directly onto the unit, which makes great sense. And then it shows you, yeah, probably read the manual, you know, put a face mask on, eye protection, don't forget the wellies, and gloves. Don't spray at people. That sounds like a really good idea. Let's get some water in here and let's try a little initial spray. Okay, so that's got a little bit of water in it. We've got some, again, nice lines here and measurements. So again, this wasn't really that obvious in the photographs of the unit, but actually, if I just put that here, there are 1 litre, 2 litres, 3 litres, 4 litres and 5 litre marks, which again, I think that's an excellent idea, because then you know how much of your mixed liquid you have in there, or you know, if you need to top it up, you'll know how many litres are left, to then be able to know with your measuring cup how much to put in and then fill up to the top. So again, nice little touch there from Makita. All right, so this is, if I just have a look here on the sprayer itself. So it isn't just a tube. There is obviously some cable in there as well, hence the unusual pipe work here. There is, of course, a little micro switch here, so it tells the unit to turn on. So on with the unit here on the top, and then I shall just pull the trigger and hopefully it'll start spraying. There we go, spraying. It's relatively quiet, I would say. I'm not having to raise my voice there particularly. The spraying is very consistent. And there we go. So the nozzle here is adjustable. So we've got a little tap here for turning the thing on and off. So that gives us two nozzles spraying at the same time. We can spray one up and one down, if you can see that. One up and one down. So, you might want to be spraying the ground and the leaves and that sort of thing. So they're totally adjustable. And as I say, you can have one or two. And then also, whether it's a fine mist or jet is what you have available to you there as well. So there we go. This is, as I said, just a little unboxing and a little first look at this Makita DUS054Z. Yeah, I'm happy enough with it. A bit of an indulgence for something that's normally, a very simple 15, 20 pounds, pump it up yourself garden sprayer. This, obviously, with it being battery powered, means that you're not constantly having to pump the thing up. You're going to have a consistent spraying delivery, you've got a bit more of an interesting nozzle arrangement on the front. For me, I think it is an indulgence at £100, £110 delivered. But yeah, I've got a big area to spray and I really can't be constantly pumping that thing up. So there we are, there we have it. If I was to ask how I might improve this, now bear in mind I haven't really used it in any particular way yet. I did actually have this idea that it might have been nice to have had a simple LED light built in for maybe a little bit of nighttime spraying if you're that type of person, or maybe you're walking home after doing some spraying, or something along those lines. That might have been an interesting thought. It may also have been nice to have had some kind of accessory pouch or something along those lines, so that maybe when you're carrying this you could also have maybe some secateurs with you, or some other handy tool with you. I do think the carry strap could do with being a little bit more robust or a bit higher quality. The rest of it feels really nice and it's got some nice touches on it. I think that's really good. On the hose, again, I still don't like this weird kind of over plastic and then the tube. I think I would have liked to have seen this a little bit more as a braided type item, and also maybe to have had a quick release tube in case this got damaged. You could then replace it. This I dare say you could buy replacement parts for this, but I suppose what you're doing is, well, I don't know actually. I mean, it's hardwired in, if you like, and it's hardwired in here. I think I would have liked to at least seen one end had, well, this end here being a quick release or a screw in, so that if this part got damaged you could replace it. But yeah, that would be a nice touch. It's a shame it doesn't have that. But otherwise, yeah, I'm quite happy with my purchase and looking forward to using it out in the field. Thanks again for watching Budget with Brian. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and don't forget to subscribe!